Yo, what is going on, you hairless Harayamas? Today we're playing the bird deck, and if you haven't heard of this deck or don't know what it does, the point of the deck is setting up this Unfezant and then continuously using Downburst, which says 90 damage, and then you may have each player shuffle all cards attached to their active Pokemon into their deck. So you hit a Charizard for 90, and it's got 6 energy on it, shuffle them all into the deck, and we shuffle our triple in to use for later. Got a Pikarom with 6 energy, same thing, shuffle all the energy into the deck, shuffle a triple into the deck. So that is the point of the deck. Continuously just shuffle everything that is attached to your opponent's Pokemon into their deck while preserving your triple acceleration energy for later in the game. We got Power Plants in here to slow down to Denes, to trap stuff in the active against stuff like Pikarom, because otherwise they can kind of just switch between two Pikaroms constantly and constantly get the energy back out with Full Blitz. 2 Bills analysis, 4 Lillie, 4 Elms, 4 Pokégear, 4 Jirachi, because we want our turn 1 to be super crisp, super clean. I was actually surprised by how consistent this deck was running for me when I tested it out the other day. So that's why I decided to show it and share it with you guys, is because of how well it was running when I tested it out for the first time the other day. 3 Cynthia, 2 Bills, 2 Tate. I'm not sure on the correct lineup of each of these supporters, but this is what I've been rocking currently with them. And yeah, just 2 Escape Board for switching cards, which is why I've kind of added in the or kept the Tate Liza's around from the initial list that I put this together from. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into some games and see how it goes. Going second here, but we do have the all-important turn 1 Elms. We also have 2 Power Plants, so we can be aggressive with putting Power Planting our opponent early on here as well. We have an Unfezant and the Jirachi start, so really not too bad overall, if I do say so myself. Probably gonna Elm. Well, it depends what our opponent gets, I guess. But like, oh, there's the Vulpix. See, that's the thing we didn't want to see. We didn't want to see the Vulpix there. So now we're gonna have to go Pidgey, small Unfezant bird, small Unfezant bird. I don't remember their names, so that's what we're calling them. Small Unfezant bird, small Unfezant bird. Our opponent doesn't have a Welder yet. I guess if they don't grab Welder, we could go Pidgey, small Unfezant bird, for sure. There's the Heatran from our opponent. Without knowing what we're playing, going for the Heatran already, bro, that's a little bit suspicious. I mean, maybe they prize both their Reshizards. Maybe they only play one Reshizard and prize it. And I guess that would be reasonable. There's the Flint. This makes me feel like they probably have a Welder in their hand. This is suspiciously feels like they have a Welder in their hand. But I guess we'll find out here in just a second. Could just be thinning out the deck to look for this Stellar Wish for a Welder. We'll see what they grab on this one. This first Stellar Wish shouldn't grab a Welder, I don't think. There's the Welder. All right, so they got it now. Welder to Heatran, dig for some more options. Yeah, the Ninetales is a little scary, but we're going to do our best here to try and keep up with them. Going first definitely feels way better with this deck, I will say that at the very least. Yeah, so Elm here, going to grab ourselves 2 Pidove and a Pidgey. Pidove, or we could go with the, no, we want to go with this. We want to go like this. We want to potentially Rare Candy out the Unfezant next turn, make them shuffle the energy back in their deck, and so on. I'm not going to throw down a Power Plant yet because they didn't put down a Stadium themselves, so it's probably not going to try to stop them from being able to do anything on their turn. Here's the Stellar Wish. There's the Rare Candy. All right, so we're set up for the turn 2 Unfezant, which is just, it's just the move. It's just the move. That's the player looking to pull off. Turn 2 Unfezant. We don't have the energy for it yet, but we're looking to find it. That's what we're looking to do. We're looking to find that energy. Our opponent, now that they probably see what we're playing, probably definitely is like, well, I'm going to go chase a Pidove here. If we're lucky, they'll go after the Pidgey. We do only have the one Pidgey in play, so it might be tempting to our opponent to go after the Pidgey here. That's what we want to see. We want to see this Pidgey go down. There's the attach to the Jirachi, hard to treat, or the Jirachi actually. You know, Pidgey, Pidove, don't need either of them really anymore. I'm fine with both of those dudes biting the dust, or Jirachi and Pidgey. What did I just say? All right, Candy out the Unfezant. We do need to find the triple to make this thing relevant here, and we did top deck a Cynthia, which is the perfect draw supporter to use here on this turn. Let's see what we get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, no triple. We did find the evolution here though for the Pidove, which is nice, and they will be able to GX attack us next turn, which is super unfortunate. Not having the triple here to take the, not the knockout, but to do the 90 damage, shuffle the 3 energy back into the deck, force our opponent to find another Welder. So unfortunate triple whiff there. Gonna look for one again here on this next turn. Get the Unfezant evolution. There's the Friend Ball from our opponent. No use against the Pidgey deck at this point. Even if we had a Jirachi in play, they probably wouldn't want to get another Jirachi in play. They already have 2 in play. And alright, here we go. We can either Elms to get a Pidgey evolve. Okay, so we're definitely doing that this turn with that top deck. So we're gonna go evolve to Unfezant, Elm here, get ourselves a Pidgey, a Pidgeotto, and a Pidove. And then we're gonna throw down the Pidove, the Pidgey, and the Pidgeotto, and dig with the airmail on this turn. And we did get the triple, so that's all locked up. That's great. Another Pidgeotto or another triple. I think I'll go with the triple here, because it is possible our opponent just doesn't attack next turn. They didn't welder last turn, so very possible. We'll hit him with that downburst, and then we will say yes to shuffling it back into the deck. And there we go. This is the idea behind the deck. They can't one-shot us next turn with Heatran, which is really cool as well, because they did GX attack, which means they can't GX attack again, which means our Unfezant cannot get one-shot by this Heatran anymore. They could welder to the active and then just hit us with a Seaman Stomp. They could welder to the Turtonator, switch and knock us out with the Turtonator, but they don't have any of that yet. I'm gonna start with a Pokégear here. If we do hit a Elm, no Elm. Maybe I should start with Airmail into Pokégear there, actually. I don't know. We're just going to attach Active and Cynthia now. Definitely wouldn't have hated seeing a what's it called that turn, an Elm. An Elm would have actually been okay. Gonna throw the Pidgey down. I'm going to bench a Jirachi as well. Airmail here. Definitely want the Unfezant. We do not have another Rare Candy yet, but yet. Can still get one. And then a Downburst. And I will say yes, once again, shuffle into the deck. Boom, and this guy's almost about to get knocked out, and then we got to deal with the Turtonator next. Turtonator's going to be a little bit annoying to deal with, that's for sure. We're in a position where we're actually just starting to run out of Unfezant. I maybe should have just candied this one and saved this guy to evolve off the Ditto instead. I think I was maybe a little bit greedy there. I could just get two. I think I'm just going to get the Pidgeys here and try and dig into the energy here. I'm going to grab the Ditto as well. Yeah, so our last, what's it called, is prized here. What is he called? Pidove. Our last Pidove is prized here. So this one's coming down to the we're running out of attackers here is basically what I'm trying to say. So these airmails will allow us to see 6 cards total here, and we just need a triple here, draw some prizes, hopefully find that other, what's it called, there's the triple. All right, still in business. One more airmail here, gonna get that escape board, potentially put on the Jirachi, but I actually think no, it'll probably go into the Jirachi here. All right, downburst. Shuffle it back into the deck once again. Yes. There we go. Turtonator's going to make his way up. Well, Jirachi will probably come up first, and then Turtonator will make his way up here and knock us out. Yeah, this one's feeling a little rough. We're going to run out of Unfezant, I think. I think I'm going to go ahead and hit the Turtonator with a Pidgeotto next turn. Or that's going to be the game plan, is just use Pidgeotto to hit the Turtonator for 60. Or 30, and then clean it up with the downburst on the following turn. I don't think I want to leave. Well, maybe it doesn't even matter if I leave the Unfezant in the active or not. Uh-oh. Yeah, I feel like this one's not going to matter what I actually leave in my active here. I think we'll just hit him with a downburst and hope for the best. Yeah. If he leaves any energy on the Turtonator, we'll definitely want to shuffle those back into the deck. So, yeah, or if he does this, and then, like, leaves someone that, like, if he discards if he discards 2 off Vulpix and 1 off Turtonator, we want to shuffle the 2 that would be attached into the Turtonator back in the deck. We'll wait and see what our opponent does for sure before we make a decision, but that'll probably be the way it goes. Yeah, I probably should have saved this Tranquill for the Ditto evolution and Rare Candy this Unfezant when I had the chance. Because I could have Rare Candy this Unfezant. I had the opportunity to Rare Candy this Unfezant, and then I didn't. I should have done that. It's fine. If we can get the last Pidove out of our prizes on the next turn, or 2 turns from now. Not next turn, turn after. I think we still have a chance. Yeah, you generally want to be attacking immediately with the Unfezant on your second turn against the welder decks, shuffling the energy back in the deck immediately, and then kind of forcing them to find the welders every single turn. Did not happen this game. Yeah, Skateboard's gonna go here. I am going to Pokégear. Look for Bills is okay. I think I might just use the Bills for the turn. Can help us dig for stuff like Rare Candy and such. Power Plant and another Pokégear is kind of cool. Opponent's not replaced our stadium and not had to. We've not been able to lock them into forcing them to use the DNA yet. So, yeah, Power Plant not doing a whole ton of, not getting us a whole ton of value here. Got up the Calm, I guess. We might whiff the triple here. Oh, I should have Stellar Wished first to dig out a trainer card. Oh, there's the triple when I need it. Yeah, I should have Stellar Wished first, dig out a trainer card. Because this is the only way that I can get to the triples. And another whiff on the triple. Okay. Gonna have to go with send up another Jirachi and pass. So we'll calm in the Mew. Gonna grab ourselves that Jirachi, and then we'll send up Jirachi, Stellar Wish, and pass. Hope our opponent doesn't have too ridiculously good of a turn on their turn, and KO our Unfezant. Hopefully Unfezant sticks around for a turn. Grab the Cynthia, yeah. So I should have started with... I could have gone Pokégear into Bills, play Bills, Stellar Wish, then go into the Airmails to maximize my chances of finding a triple there that turn. So I messed up the sequencing a bit there, and I think we are probably gonna lose this one. Not because of that, but we're just a little bit too far behind in this one. Didn't have the turn 2 attack to reset that initial Heatran, which was a big deal, and then we lost it on Pheasant without being able to attack with it. Another big deal as well, and I think that will ultimately lead to our demise here in this one. Maybe our opponent doesn't quite have the energy to knock out this Unfezant. If they do, I feel like it's gonna be over though. Yep, there's the 9 Temptations, and yeah, the Unfezant is going to be knocked out, and there's no way for us to possibly win this one anymore, so this is where we initiate the concede button, and we're going to take a loss here in this first one. Definitely would have been doable if we had hit the downburst on the turn 2, but we whiffed that time. Let's see if we can't get it in the game 2. Try this again. Jirachi start, Elm, Rare Candy, Unfezant, Pidove. The only thing missing is we're going second, but besides that, this hand is pretty good, if I do say so myself. It looks like we're up against a Malamar deck, the Necrozma build with the Recycle Energy to use the Special Laser for 160 damage. That's a little scary because that does knock out Unfezants. When I get Giratina, it gets pretty close anyways. So our game plan against the Malamar decks is to just constantly shuffle their energy back in their deck so they can't actually continuously use Malamars. So that's the game plan, and it works pretty well. As long as we can like start attacking turn 2, or like pretty much attack into whenever they attack us. We pretty much want to wait for them to almost attack us first. So we probably will just wait here until this Jirachi gets knocked out while we set up. Because we do kind of want them to attack us first, actually. That way we can make sure we shuffle the energy back into the deck. Because otherwise we we could like draw a prize card like on a Jirachi or something, but then they hit us, knock us out. And then yeah, they hit us, knock us out, and then the energy is just in play there. Like we only have 4 Unfezant. That's basically the thing. So yeah, I think it benefits a little bit to let them attack first and kind of get through that. That is a ridiculous top deck. All right, we're gonna grab ourselves. Ditto is prized. The Tranquill is here though, and we prized 2 Pidove. So we need to draw some prizes ASAP. Wow. Yeah. Wow. I'm actually gonna grab double Pidgey here because I wouldn't mind using Elm next turn. Yeah, 2 Pidove and Ditto prized. Does not get worse than that. That's pretty rough. We at least have the turn 2 attack for sure, and we got the Elm to set up some more Pidgeottos, so that is good. But the our prizes are not. Yeah, this definitely would have been a nice turn to grab the Ditto, Pidgey, Pidove. We would have been in a nice spot. Would have been great. No such luck this time. Yeah, and it looks like our opponent has a decently slow start, so that'll give us time to set up. Here's where I would be okay, like actually shuffling that energy back into the deck, though. If we get the shuffle back into the deck right now, that would actually be pretty good. Spell tags will also catch up with us eventually, though, so we gotta be careful of that as well. Definitely gonna go for this Elms here. Gonna get Pidgeotto, Pidgey. Pidgey. I'm gonna go with the Stellar Wish next. Grab the Pokégear. But maybe even like Elms again next turn, depending on what these airmails find us. Oh, I guess I should have airmailed first. Oops, man, I missequenced this deck like so much, it's insane. We're gonna grab the Elms here because actually using Elms again next turn wouldn't be too bad. Just kind of keep setting up our guys. Gonna get a Jirachi. And our active is probably getting knocked out next turn. I think I can go ahead and bench this Pidgey. I'm trying to think of why I would ever want access to like Mew on the bench. I don't think I really ever want Mew on my bench though. I think this is fine. And could candy it out. I don't see a reason not to, just in case they play Reset Stamp and decide for some reason, I'm gonna play Reset Stamp here. Maybe they want a Lillie for an extra card or something. Yeah, just gonna go ahead and throw them down. And then pass over to our opponent. Do wake up. That's cool. Yeah, we do need to start drawing prize cards though as soon as possible, because we do have to find our other Pidoves and our other our Ditto. We gotta find our Pidoves and our Ditto. That's what we're missing right now. That's what we need access to. Yeah, otherwise we're going to be in a lot of trouble if we don't find those guys. So that's the game plan. Draw some prize cards pretty soon here. We need to draw them pretty soon here. Opponent has a special laser set up. I don't think they played a supporter last turn. They definitely didn't play one this turn, so they might be a little bit stuck actually themselves, which is good for us. We definitely want to try and abuse that. All right, draw for turn, another Unfezant. That's pretty good. We're just gonna Elm again. Just continue kind of setting up our Pidgeotto lines. We have the triple that we need for the turn, so that's all that's really relevant. I am gonna probably throw this Jirachi down. I'm gonna use these airmails first. Triple for the next turn. That's good. We do need a Rare Candy. So we have the Bill's Analysis to try and dig for that on the following turn. I think our opponent already has a Power Plant in play. I think we'll take a Power Plant just in case they put a Viridian Forest in play. We don't want them to have access to Viridian Forest. Airmail again. There's a Rare Candy. All right, cool. So we can Rare Candy another Unfezant. We have another triple for the following turn. So we're set up pretty well here, actually. Unfortunately, and if we had more Unfezant, I would feel pretty good about the current situation. But because of the lack of Unfezant, I feel like we're not actually in that great of a spot. Oh, we get to throw the spell tags back. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, I completely forgot that they can't ever trigger spell tags because we constantly throw them back in the deck. Spell tags won't trigger, which means they don't get to catch back up in the prize exchange for any reason. And there's the concession from our opponent, deciding the Unfezant is a little bit too much to deal with. And I guess we're picking up a dub on that one. To go first here in this one, and we got the turn 1 Elms into the turn 2. Oh no, we prized 3 Pidove here in this one. Man, it just... Pidoves just keep getting prized. We do have the Tranquill. I think we're going to grab it like this. We do have the turn 2 candy. What's it called here? But we did prize... we did prize 3 Pidove this time. Last game we prized 2 Pidove. It worked out. Still, we still got that turn 2 Unfezant. We currently have the turn 2 Unfezant, so even if they do go Heatran and knock out Pidgey here, we can still make it work. But definitely a unfortunate situation. There's the Heatran already. There's the Welder. They're going to be swinging ASAP into us most likely. Yeah, I'd be kind of surprised actually if they didn't get the turn 1 attack off here. They could with the switching card, I guess. But yeah, 3 Pidove prize. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. We have to draw some prizes pretty soon. We need to get the Tranquill out onto the Ditto as well. That's something else we need to try and pull off. Yep, there's the switch already. No Vulpix is nice. They won't be able to like kind of choose their targets from here on out. We'll put the energy back in that deck. They haven't progressed through their deck too much, so hopefully, you know, they don't have like a follow-up welder immediately. Hopefully they give us like a turn to play around with. I'm gonna go ahead and gear. I would like an Elms here. Nice. Set up more Pidgeottos. Basically all I'm looking for at this point. Go like this. I think we don't really need Mew in the matchup. Yeah, so this should be good. We're going to shuffle one of these Pidgeottos back in, most likely to get the Unfezant. I'm going to go ahead and airmail first, though, because I would like an Unfezant. Jirachi is kind of cool as well. And I would like an Unfezant or an Unfezant or the Tranquill here, so I could get the other one off this comm. But this is fine as well. We can just go ahead and grab ourselves that Unfezant. Hit him with the turn 2 attack. Even though we did get the turn 2 attack this time against the abilities art, I feel like it's not going to be enough just kind of based on our prize cards, which kind of sucks. And we can't evolve that, actually. We can't afford to evolve that. I'm going to go ahead and throw out the Power Plant. It might slow down our opponent. I will bench the Jirachi as well, just in case we get knocked out. And then Downburst for the 90 damage. Shuffle it back into the deck. Hit him with the hope for the best. Hopefully they don't get the turn 2 Welder triple energy in play. That would be, I think, too much for us to deal with. GX attack, knock us out. There's the Hearth to immediately replace our Power Plant. And there is... Whoa! That is interesting. So that means they must play a Mew and Mewtwo in their deck. Yeah, they play a Mew and Mewtwo if they're playing this guy in here for sure. So yeah, there's the Welder, second Welder. Maybe they'll whiff the energy attachment for the turn. Very unlikely as they get it. And it'll probably just be a GX attack here from our opponent. Yeah, there's that Mew and Mewtwo that I was saying that they probably have to play. But yeah, here comes that GX attack from our opponent. We need to find a, what's it called this turn? Immediately, we need the Tranquill to evolve this Ditto. That is our goal this turn to find. I'm going to start with Pokégear. Going to grab ourselves the Elm. No, just grab the Cynthia. I think I'll just go ahead and play the Cynthia immediately. I'm going to go evolve to Pidgeotto. over here, and then play Cynthia. Yeah, so unfortunately, triple Pidove prized. So we need the Tranquill this turn. That'll get us the Tranquill. I think I am going to start with the airmails because we might draw into it. We have a Cynthia in hand, so I think going for this is a little bit better. Airmail again, grab ourselves. Ooh, Rare Candy for later. Oh, I could have got the Power Plant there, though, actually. Definitely could have gone for the Power Plant instead, actually. Stellar Wish. Ooh, there's a Power Plant. Go ahead, throw the Power Plant down on him. Yeah, it was a little bit of, I was like, ooh, Rare Candy looks really good, but not that really that good when we have all of our, what's it called, surprise. So, yeah, should have gone with the, what's it called? You guys know what I'm saying. All right. Communication away the Jirachi. Get the Tranquill. Okay, and then even if they get another welder onto the Heatran on the following turn, actually, they won't even one-shot us. So that's like a good start to begin with, I guess. And then even past that, if they do knock out our Unfezant with the Heatran, well, they can't, right? No, so I guess we'll be fine for a turn. We'll be able to KO through this Heatran, and then, yeah, kind of see what our opponent comes up with. I guess if they bring up the Mewtwo and knock us out, no, we'd be in trouble if they do that. Yeah, if they do that. There's a Macargo, so it's like a fire Mewtwo box almost. It's kind of cool, actually. I like the idea of it. Build analysis. Actually, it could just be, from what we've seen, actually, it could just be Mewtwo box with a Heatran. But it feels like it's just like a fire Mewtwo box. That's the feeling I'm getting from it. I mean, they could still play like the Psychic Energy and the other attackers. We haven't seen everything yet, but there's the Palpad for 2 Welder, which is terrible for us that they found the Palpad so early on. But here we go. Gonna shuffle this boy back into the deck. Hope for the best. Shuffle all the energy back into the deck. Unfortunately, not the whole thing. The whole thing would have been pretty nice, though. Oh, and we prized 2 Pidgeys. So our prizes are 5 Pokemon. That's, oh no, we lost a Pidgey, so 1 Pidgey prize. Okay. But yeah, thin out the deck. Grab the bills. Go with another airmail here in a second. Airmail again. Grab the power. Grab the escape board. We have so many power plants, we'll probably be able to find one next turn. We have 2 power plants left. We should be able to find one next turn. For sure. Downburst. Yes! Shuffle into the deck. Here we go. This is our moment here. Hopefully they stay trapped. Hopefully the Heatran stays trapped in the active. We get that knockout next turn. I think I actually might try and knock it out with Gust as well. I think I'm going to go with Escape Board to my active, Unfezant, play Cynthia, try and find the triple acceleration energy and use the Pidgeotto to actually Gust knock this thing out. So that way we don't lose the Unfezant, and then we can use that for their next attacker. They don't have Ninetales or Vulpix set up. I don't even know if they would play Vulpix, but if they do play it, they don't have it set up. So that's like super good for us in this situation. Yep, there's the pass. So yeah, we want to protect the Unfezant. Perfect. Triple right here. I actually might save the escape board for this cell and use the Tate Liza switch effect. Yeah, I think that. Switch to the Jirachi. Also get a Stellar Wish off in this. Playing it out this way. So it's a little bit better. Do that first because airmails, we want to hit triple acceleration energies potentially. Actually, I think I want the calm to potentially find an Unfezant. So it's possible we can hold this hand for another turn or two. Airmail, definitely grab the Power Plant. No triple, unfortunately, but whatever. We'll live with it. Triple to the Pidgeotto. Yeah, don't want to lose this guy. He's kind of too important at this point. We can reset that Mewtwo next turn, and they don't have a way to gust us up. Unless they're playing custom catchers. They catch us with the customs. Oh well. We need Pidovs here. Second Pidove would be insane. Bill's analysis will have to do. All right. So we have 2 more Unfezant to work with potentially. And hopefully that's enough to kind of get us far enough ahead to where the point where we can get another one. There goes another Hearth countering our Power Plant. So 2 Hearths going to be down here after we Power Plant that away. A cargo to the discard pile. Okay, so they don't actually have to Welder this turn to knock us out. They can just discard 1 energy using the Macargo's attack, so that's kind of unfortunate. But yeah, then we'll reset this energy of our opponents, and then hopefully have another Unfezant for the turn after they KO this Unfezant, and then reset that energy again. Yeah, hoping for the best. All right, bench. I think I'm just gonna bench the Mew at this point to get it out of the deck because I kind of don't need it anymore. I am gonna also Giant Hearth away a Pidgeotto because we just don't have enough Pidgeys to evolve it off of. Power Plant's gonna go out for sure, and then we're gonna Cynthia because we need a triple acceleration energy here. 3 left, and 25 card deck plus 1 airmail. I would assume we'd get it. Not yet. Airmail here. No such luck. Just another Power Plant for the following turn. And it's going to be retreat into a different Jirachi and use one more Stellar Wish. That is super unfortunate. We have the Rare Candy, so we're going to take the Calm here. All right, this one looking like another L. We'll give it one more turn. We have one more turn to give it. And potentially lock our opponent out. Probably not going to happen, but we may as well give it a shot, right? No reason not to give it a try. And yeah, pass over to our opponent. Unfortunately, no triple there. If we had hit a triple there, I think we had a chance on this one. But you got to hit the triple first, which we did not hit. So definitely rough. They have enough energy on this to take out this Jirachi without even playing a welder, and they have all 4 of their welders left. So I think, I mean, if I had to take a guess here, I think we're going to be losing here. There's a welder usage here onto the Charizard. So even after we get through this Mewtwo, the Charizard will be able to knock us out, most likely. They are down their GX attack. There's a Vulpix, so it is like a Mewtwo Firebox. That's kind of cool. I kind of like the idea of it. They're retreating to the Jirachi here, though. Maybe just plan to not take a knockout here, which would also be actually just kind of like fine for our opponent. I'm actually curious as to why they did it like that. I guess they're just not going to draw a prize this turn, which is okay with me, I guess. Interesting choice. We'll see what how they end their turn here, though. Yeah, all right. Well, we can't not take a prize here, otherwise it gives our opponent too much time. So we still have to take a prize, unfortunately. So it's got to be calm away the Jirachi. Grab the Unfezant, so we can Rare Candy the Unfezant. And then once again, we're looking for the triple acceleration energies. We can put the Escape Board on the active. Lillie for 2 into 1 Airmail. 4 cards deep out of a 15-card deck, though. When you have 3 triples left, is actually not too bad. Yep, there it is. Airmail, a triple, and a triple. There they all were. Would have been nice to use it last turn. But I guess we're just going to have to settle for this turn. Take a Cynthia for the following turn. And yeah, I think this one, I think it's going to be another L here for us. Unfortunately. But we're going to do our best here. Downburst. Maybe they can't ever find another welder again. They'll use 1 welder this turn, and they won't be able to find another one throughout the rest of the game. That's possible. That's what I think we're going to have to hope happens. No Pidove. There's still 2 Pidove locked up in our prizes with a Pidgey. So unfortunately, yeah, the lack of Pidoves was the big thing in this game. And then we whiffed that attack last turn, which was going to be a big potential knockout. There is another Heat Factory from our opponent. I could actually see maybe adding some stamps in here to help deal with these what's it called decks, these welder decks. Towards the late game, after they've drawn like 4 or 5 prizes, get rid of their energy off their active, stamp them down to 2. That would definitely be very beneficial for the Unfezant deck in this matchup for sure. That's definitely something I think I would look to add to this deck for the welder matchups. Couple reset stamps. A couple reset stamps could be pretty good. I still kind of like the 4 power plants. They have to find somewhere else besides that. We could probably cut a draw supporter or something. We have a lot of supporters in this deck, so I think a draw supporter could probably go pretty reasonably, and we wouldn't miss it too much. Could maybe even cut into the Lillie line a little bit, because Elm is the ideal turn 1 supporter. Lillie's kind of the fallback. Oh, we didn't get our Elm. We at least got a Lillie for the first turn. So definitely think adding some stamps in here for this matchup, the welder matchups specifically, could be very beneficial. There is the welder to the active. They will be able to flare strike us, but they need another welder for next turn for the Mewtwo. So it is, once again, they were down what, 2 welder, only 2 welder left. They could whiff. So we're gonna stick it out until they have everything. They don't have everything yet. There's the flare strike. We only have 3 prize cards left, so if they can't switch the Charizard out, we could keep it trapped in the active with the downburst for 3 turns in a row, and then win the game. I don't think there's really anything to Elm for, so I think I'm actually gonna go with let's go with Stellar Wish first. Grab a Pokégear. We're gonna thin out as much as possible to try and have this 1 Airmail kind of carry us through. I'm gonna go Pokégear, thin out a supporter, and then we'll Bill's Analysis, thin out 2 more cards. Thin out 2 more cards. Want the shuffle draw actually for sure. Oh, we already have the Cynthia in hand. Same thing. Attach here, and then we will go with that Airmail. Trying to have this Airmail carry us here. Airmail for that triple for the next turn, and then yeah, retreat and downburst. Hope our opponent doesn't have a switch and this thing stays trapped in the active. Oh, I forgot to put the power plant in play. No, they're gonna be able to draw so many more cards with the Heat Factory. Oops, my mistake there. Completely forgot we had a power plant. Once the hand gets so big, I lose track of the cards. We had the power plant. We could have taken away their Heat Factory, made it so they wouldn't have a way to draw 3 more cards for their turn. They probably have plenty of switch left. They're even hitting us with the well played right now, so I assume they're gonna have the game here. We'll see in just 1 second. Yeah, there's the welder to the Mewtwo. Oh, they're going to the active here. Oh, they got the 9 Temptations Outrage. That works as well. All right, we're going to take an L here again to the abilities. I think some reset stamps would be pretty beneficial to give ourselves a better chance in this matchup for sure. So, to make a change, add in some reset stamps, guys, if you want to try this deck out. And that is going to do it for this video on the Unfezant deck. I told you, like I said at the beginning of the video, not a super competitive deck, but it can be pretty fun. Put some reset stamps in, though, to deal with these welder decks. It can get a little bit too much. I've had, like, reasonable success against it up to this point, but just not working out for me today. So yeah, that's gonna do it for the Unfezant video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give it a like. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to subscribe. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Have a good day. Thanks for watching, and peace.